Carol from Sunshine Barossa, Australia. I work with leather goods. I just love leather. I'm third generation in my family dealing with leather. My grandma was a tailor in London and she dealt with leather goods. I grew up on a horse stud in Victoria and both my parents did all their own leather work for the horses. So I've got fond memories of my dad teaching me the leather craft and things like that. And then in 2016, my mum unfortunately got unwell and she had to be put in a nursing home. So when we cleaned out our house to sell it, we come across a trunk full of leather hides. And I thought, I'd best do something with this. Then it became a bit of a mission of mine to find beautiful leather everywhere and bring it back and make it into the products I have today. And that's how it all started. I'm very creative. I have been a hairdresser all my life. I had quite a big salon before this and I love business, so sort of it was still a creative thing, and then I jumped over to this more of as a hobby, and then I realised with my business skills I could make it into a career and an income that I love very much and I'm feeling very blessed that I can do. I was getting quite a few big jobs come in, say for the wineries, doing wine list menu covers, food menu covers, things like that. And I was cutting them all out by hand and then outsourcing the co-branding somewhere else. So it was really time consuming. I used to do all-nighters trying to get jobs done, and then I realised, I really should look at getting my own laser machine. So I chose Trotec because it was the best, basically. And you can tell that very easily by just looking at the machine. It's really solid. And when I researched into it, they last a very long time. Like, you can barely get second-hand ones because they're just not around. Originally, I thought I'd just go for the 100, being a little bit cheaper, of course. But then I realised I did need to cut out a lot of leather at the same time. And I also needed to put a whole half hide of leather in the machine, and with the 360 I can roll that leather up and put it underneath the bed and not have to cut it off to a smaller, which you don't want to keep cutting leather unless you have to. So that was the main reason, and it was quite a new machine too, so the technology I felt was obviously a bit more advanced. The machines, you can tell, are a really high standard. The way they're made, they're a lot more solid. The actual lasering that comes out is of really high quality, and what I already do is very high quality, so I didn't want to change that at all. I wanted the best, and that's what I think Trotec is, the best. It's so good to have my own machine now, because having an arty mind, I'm continually thinking of new things to do, and now I can just quickly do a prototype, put it onto leather straight away. It's awesome. I deal with the fashion industry, tourism, being in the Barossa Valley, all the wineries in this area, and of course hospitality. So this is my home studio. It's open by appointment only, but come on in and I'll show you what I do. So this is a leather apron, quite new to my range. A lot of craftsmen people like to have a leather apron because of the strength. This is one of my very first bags that I designed, and they continually sell. As you can see, I use the natural form of the leather, so every one is actually different. And it feels amazing. It's also got a beautiful wide strap, which is all about comfort. Journal covers, I actually do this engraving on my Trotec laser machine. So it comes out beautiful. Everyone likes a bit of a cow skull there. I collaborated these knife rolls with Ellie Beer. She sells them at the Maggie Beer Farm Shop and her restaurant. So I have fun with all different leathers. A lot of chefs use them for home use or hunters as well. So they come in all different colours. And also through that, thanks to Ellie, I did them for Tasting Australia, and they gifted my knife rolls to the international chefs, which that was pretty amazing. Things like this. I'm a bit of a festival lover, so I keep doing new designs all the time. men's wallets, and obviously I can personally engrave them if needed with my Trotec laser machine, so you can have a nice engraving. Got some more journal covers. A lot of people get these engraved with a personal message or name, 21st or engagement and things like that. Eco straw, again with my Trotec laser machine, made a little eco straw pouch because why not? So I do a lot of things for wineries, of course, because I'm in the Barossa Valley. So this is a winery, Laughing Jack winery, that is about to open in January. So I'm doing stalls, and then I've splashed the made the stall tops and splashed the logo across the top. So you imagine what they're going to look like in this winery, and also with other things they're having done. This is the Barossa Visitor Centre. So I do little wood tags, and they sell a lot of my wine carriers, and a lot of people take these overseas. Obviously, a lot of tourists from overseas, which is awesome. So a bit of Sunshine Barossa Australia is going everywhere now. Another one for the Laughing Jack wines. So as you can see, I can just sort of personalise anything now. I've got this Trotec machine. Bracelets. I used to do all these by hand. You can imagine how long they take, but now I've programmed it in the machine, and yeah, because I sell so many, I was running out of them all the time. And of course my guitar pick holders. So put picks in there because you lose them all the time. And also I've done a few whereas I've put personalised a name on it for them. Key rings, and I do a lot of key rings for businesses. So I've got this design and I'll put their business logo on them. Looks great with wood as well. It's just wood and leather, just rock. So this whole thing was cut out, little pouch on the laser machine, then I sewed it. So it really saves me time. I'm feeling very confident with the future with Trotec. I know the way my business is growing, I'll probably may have to upgrade my machine, even get another machine. And I love that I can continually have training whenever I would like to. And I can send staff to get trained as well, which is a real bonus when you're running a business.